Good evening and welcome to Estuary TV News. I'm Hugh Richards. This evening I'm joined by the 3 finalists in the Humber Chamber of Commerce Business Awards, the winner to be announced at a ceremony this Friday. We'll be looking at one of those enterprises to see what makes a tycoon. But first, here's James Dunn with the headlines.
Hello, in the headlines today, charity walkers hit the road to tackle human trafficking, and local actors and filmmakers head to the world's most famous film festival. First, Hull hosted the Finnish ambassador to the UK when he officially opened a new exhibition on transmigration of Finns to North America. Put together by academics from the University of Hull and the Finnish Institute into Migration, it charts the story of the movement across Europe via Hull to North America and Canada. As part of the visit, Pekka Hutniemi and his wife also unveiled a plaque to mark the spot where the shipping agency stood, which helped the passengers on their journey.
Well, this was, I think, originally my own idea when I came to UK 2010 and was thinking what to achieve, what to organize outside London. This was one of the ideas that I had developed because I had read about the role of Hull in this transatlantic migration spectacle or operation quite a lot, and I thought that it would be high time to somehow pay tribute to what happened and to Hull's role as a facilitator of this great movement of humanity.
We're very honoured that His Excellency, the Finnish Ambassador to Britain, could come up to Hull. He's based in London and he's obviously got a busy diary. To come up to Hull, it shows firstly the primary significance of Hull as a trading port now. Secondly, it was very important to the Ambassador personally that he wanted more people in the world to know the strong role Hull had played in this transmigration to America. And thirdly, that it showcased the cultural diversity of Hull ahead of the 27 capital of culture. Hull has a very vibrant story, a great cultural past, and this is really a stamp of approval by a very distinguished international politician.
220 people die prematurely of cancer each year in an authority the size of North East Lincolnshire. That's according to the local Cancer Collaborative, which is promoting early intervention and healthier lifestyles this week, which is National Cancer Prevention Week. Volunteers, many of whom have beaten cancer, were out on the Nunsthorpe trying to educate people yesterday and at Freshney Place today.
I found a lump in '97, went to the doctors. She referred me to Lincoln Hospital and it was confirmed that I had cancer, breast cancer, and within a month, October the 2nd I think it was, I went in, had my op, came out and I'm fine, no problems since, and I'm here to tell the tale and to sort of spread the word, which we're trying to do today, that cancer doesn't necessarily mean death.
This initiative isn't just about early diagnosis, it's about preventing cancer and reducing the risk. We know that 4 in 10 people could reduce their risk of getting cancer if they adopted lifestyle changes. So we're talking about things like eating more healthily, doing more exercise, stopping smoking, drinking less alcohol, being sun smart and protecting yourself against the sun, and also practicing safer sex.
Tens of thousands of people on their way to watch the FA Cup final will get a taste of Hull culture as they walk up Olympia Way towards Wembley Stadium on Saturday. The council's putting on some pre-match entertainment on the famous route to the stadium, commonly known as Wembley Way, with dance, opera and even famous white telephone boxes that helped it win City of Culture 2017. Councillor Stephen Bayes said it was an excellent chance for a team of hand-picked performers to show off their talents to football fans all over the world and really showcase Hull. The world's premier film festival opened yesterday, welcoming the world's biggest stars, and among them were actors and filmmakers from our area. A-listers including Nicole Kidman and Kirsten Stewart have widely been reported as guests on the red carpet at the 67th Cannes Film Festival. But for every A-lister, there will be hordes of lesser-known up-and-coming stars, such as those who worked with the Scunthorpe Company to produce 2 movies nominated this year. They are 8, a short film in the Tudor period, and Shongram, a feature film about love and survival during Bangladesh's struggle for independence. We spoke to actor Naj Modak, who is also the presenter of Estuary TV's very own Our Coastline programme.
I think the fact that the 2 films have made it into Cannes is a massive achievement for local talent. I mean, it says that, people should believe in in the talents. and take up the necessary training or whatever they need to do to try and make it. They should have that focus. They need to work hard. It doesn't just happen. If they work hard, it can be achieved. Local people are showing this. We've achieved it, so they should keep going on. You know.
That's all from me. See you next time.
The Humber Chamber of Commerce Business Awards will be announced on Friday. You'll recall that Anne Tate of the Chamber was in the studio a few days ago. We were curious to learn what makes a business a success, so Emma Lingard visited one of the nominees.
Morning, girls. How are we?
For the second year running, Irene Keel has been nominated for the Business Awards, and it's something she is proud of, especially as she's worked her way up the ladder.
This person who nominated me has helped me a long way in the business, along my sort of career as it is, and seen me develop my skills from strength to strength in the business world, but also life skills, which has all been part of the training and the journey that we've been going along. And he sees my passion to make a big difference in the business world, not only for Sylvester Keel, but locally as well. It's quite important to me. And I think he wants to see me recognised for that.
As well as being a director of the family business, she's also a mother and, like many women, juggles the two, even if at times it can be fraught.
Sometimes it's quite tricky. It's something that I love to do. I love to work. I like that separate kind of life to being a mother. But it is difficult getting the balance, because you've got to be there for your children. They need you until they leave home, and it's hard juggling the two, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
Last year saw Sylvester Keel win the Regional Chamber of Commerce People Development Award for their investment in their workforce, and this latest nomination adds to the credibility.
I think for us for me personally within the company, it means a lot to me, because I'm very passionate about what I do, and I'm very passionate about local business and employing local people. And I think that I wouldn't necessarily say it gains you more business. I think it gives your business more credibility. And I also think that it's good for your existing customers to see that you're really keen to be up there, to be recognised for what you do and how committed you are in delivering a good service to your customers.
And Irene Keel is with me now, along with her fellow nominees for the Willick & Chapman Business Person of the Year Award. Liz Parry of Abbey's Restaurant in Grimsby and Michelle Cantillano of San Pietro Restaurant in Scunthorpe. Welcome, ladies. Thank you very much for coming. It's a big award. Are you very competitive with each other?
Yes, I think we are. As long as we win, we're very competitive.
And what is it that you've done to be nominated? Michelle first.
Well, I think running the restaurant for the last 10 years, and we've recently expanded into a small boutique hotel. And I was nominated, I think, by somebody at the Evening Telegraph, by the business editor there. I think because obviously San Pietro has gone on from strength to strength over the last 10 years, and hopefully we're delivering something that the marketplace of North Lincolnshire is appreciating.
And you have actually built rooms
yes.
over to stay, so do you think there's more capacity for hotel rooms in Scunthorpe?
Definitely. I mean, we've always been about looking at a niche market and trying to satisfy the demands of that market, and certainly in our Scunthorpe area there is a distinct lack of good quality hotel accommodation.
And Irene, you've been running a kitchen fitting business.
Yes, I have. I've worked for the company for 12 years. I was nominated by a motivational trainer who's helped me along the journey within the business. I think purely for my drive and commitment, and more so my passion for what I do.
Well, that's good. That's good. If you enjoy your work, you never do a day's job. But yeah, but I know what I mean. Liz, you've been, well, I'm an old customer of yours at the Abbey Restaurant.
Yeah. I've had Abbey's now for 10 years. We've just put in function rooms in the last couple of years, and I think, yeah, it's just really for the work and the effort that you put in, and 24/7 that goes with it, really.
And what are your prospects for expanding or continuing or keeping the business thriving? Are you optimistic about the future?
I think the future's good. I think the future's very good, especially with all the renewables and everything that's coming to the local area. And I think Grimsby and Scunthorpe and the surrounding area will definitely benefit from that.
Irene, you've been involved particularly in staff development, or at least that's been particularly noticed. How important is that?
Very important. I think every good business owner has got to recognise that you've invested in your staff. It's about the team that's around you, and it helps you be in business and be what you are, basically.
You're all members of the Chamber of Commerce, the Humber Chamber of Commerce, although it's not necessary to be a member to be nominated, I'm told.
Mm-hmm.
How important is the Chamber of Commerce to you? How does it help? What contribution does it make to your businesses, Michelle?
I think it really helps in networking your services and offerings amongst other people within the area. It really helps to raise awareness, and I think as well to get an understanding of other people's businesses and how they operate as well. I think it's, particularly for women in business as well, I think it's really important to have peers that you can relate to and who are going through some of the same pressures and problems that you're experiencing, and it can be a great motivational factor, I think.
Irene, how long have you been a member of the Chamber of Commerce?
Probably about 5 years now. I think it's great for local business because everybody joins together, they help each other. Local people are always passionate about the business, and I think that mirrors with people together. And I also think the Chamber, you know that you're dealing with reputable business owners that are like-minded, really.
And you're a stalwart member of the Chamber, Liz.
Yeah, well, only for the last 4 years, but I think again it's what the ladies have said. It's about that, you know you've got the quality there, because if I may say so, the fly-by-nights don't usually bother joining the Chamber type thing. So you're working with quality businesses.
Yeah, definitely.
The economy for the last few years has been horrible, and on Humber side particularly, it's never been the wealthiest part of the country. Is the economy looking up? You as running small to medium-sized enterprises, you're probably more sensitive to these things than anybody else. Is it, Irene? Is the economy looking up?
I think it is, yeah. I think it's quite buoyant now. I think you two will probably agree. It's still tough times, but it's definitely looking more positive.
Yeah, I think positivity, that's the key, definitely.
Positive, you know, and I think as a business owner, you've got to think on those lines as well and be positive. A lot of people are quite happy to focus on the negatives all the time and doom and gloom, but there is a lot of positivity out there, I think.
Yeah.
Well, your business particularly, perhaps the restaurants and the restaurant and hotels are very much of their place and of their area, but your business particularly, you could spread out geographically a little further, because you might have customers further away. Are you finding that your national market is growing?
We are, yeah. I mean, we're a local company, but we do serve quite a lot of the UK, which is good for us. But it still doesn't take away our passion for local business, really, and serving local people.
Now, this is a big fancy prize on Friday night. There's going to be a ceremony. I'm told there'll be entertainments, no doubt there'll be dancing, perhaps there might even be champagne. How important is it to win? What does it bring you if you win, Liz? What do you get when you win?
I think just the fact that you've won, and it's kind of a pat on the back to say that, you know, they're well done. Because I think when you work for yourself, you don't have anybody sat behind you going, oh, well done. You know, you have got employees and you say, oh, that's really good and that's good. But nobody really says it to you as a business owner. In fact, you possibly get only usually the rough end. So it's really nice for somebody to say, you know, what you're doing is really, really good.
You only usually get the rough end?
Yeah.
That's unfair.
Well, you do, because I think as a boss, like, I end up getting involved in business when something's maybe not quite right, because I've got a really good team that know what they're doing and you know, they get along with the job. So by the time it comes to me, often it's because there's a problem or it's a new development type thing. So it's nice when somebody just says, you know, yeah, you have done well. And I think just being nominated, and I think we need to, it is important winning. But it is just so good to be nominated.
I think you've made it clear how important winning is there.
Yeah, very important.
Thank you all very much for coming in, and good luck to all of you, which of course is meaningless because then that's not going to make any difference. But I hope you have an absolutely wonderful evening on Friday.
Thank you.
That's all we have time for this time. If you do have a story for us, please email at estuary.tv or contact us via Twitter or Facebook, or give us a phone call on 01472 315561. Until tomorrow, goodbye.